Congress MP and Lok Sabha leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi is visiting Assam and Manipur today. Rahul will be meeting the displaced residents of Manipur who are staying in Assam's Shashar district after violence in Manipur. Rahul also will be visiting Manipur's Jirimam later that was hit by violence on June 6th. Remember, this comes after Congress protested against the centre in the parliament over abandoning Manipur. In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had mentioned that Manipur, in fact, was part of that speech that the Prime Minister gave in both the houses of the Parliament, his reply to the motion of thanks in the Rajya Sabha. And Prime Minister also accused the opposition of doing politics over the state. And he'd said that the state has been seeing progress over the last few weeks. Now, after Manipur, Rahul Gandhi will also visit the flood-impacted areas in Assam.
राहुल गांधी विपक्ष के नेता हैं, उनको देश में कहीं भी जाने का अधिकार है, तो अपेक्षा करते हैं कि वहां जाकर वह जख्मों पर मलहम लगाएंगे, ना कि नमक छिड़केंगे और राजनीति नहीं करेंगे।
मणिपुर को हम देश का हिस्सा मानते हैं, एक राज्य मानते हैं, मोदी जी नहीं मानते। अगर राहुल जी विपक्ष के नेता वो भी नहीं जाएंगे तो मणिपुर के लोगों में क्या संदेश जाएगा? वो क्या सोचेंगे, क्या हम भारत सरकार या इंडिया का हिस्सा नहीं? प्रधानमंत्री जी कुछ बोलने को तैयार नहीं है, हिंसा रोक नहीं पा रहे हैं। वहाँ पहले हिंदू और क्रिश्चियन नहीं हुआ करता था, इन्होंने जाके परमानेंट लड़ाई लड़ा दी है, वहाँ पर नफरत पैदा कर दिया है। तो मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने राहुल गांधी जी जा रहे हैं, ये जरूरी है।
Let me take this across to my colleague Pallavi, who is joining us on the broadcast. Pallavi, Congress is already using this to their advantage. Considering Prime Minister Narendra Modi heads to Moscow, they are ensuring that they mention that while the PM is visiting Moscow, it's Rahul Gandhi who is on his third visit to Manipur.
That's right. And in fact, there's a carefully chosen day also for him to go to Assam as well as to Manipur. And it could go by the tweet which has been put out by Mr. Jairam Ramesh. He talks about the fact that while the Prime Minister is going to Moscow, Rahul Gandhi is going to Manipur. See, it's a very much a plan. And as a first time after becoming the LOP, Rahul Gandhi is going back to an issue which is something which he and his party and the rest of the opposition have consistently raised. That why is it that the Prime Minister has not been bothered to go to Manipur? Why is it that there's a cover-up operation? Why is it that the Chief Minister has not been held accountable and has not been sacked as yet? Today, his program is brief. After Assam, he goes to 3 of the relief camps. In fact, one of them is Churachandpur. It is where has been the epicenter of the violence we saw between the Kukis and the Metis. And he's going to round it off with a press conference roughly around 6:40 p.m. This evening. And there he's going to make this full-on attack. The Prime Minister had dwelled on the issue of Manipur in Rajya Sabha, but for Rahul Gandhi and the opposition, that's not enough.
Right. About that same point that you're making, Pallavi, the fact that the Prime Minister did mention Manipur while he was responding to the motion of thanks in Rajya Sabha, did it cut much ice with the opposition? And the fact that opposition and in turn Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party are going on attacking the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Prime Minister himself over his absence from visiting Manipur, will that in fact be doing any sort of damage control?
No, not at all. In fact, when the Prime Minister was speaking on the Manipur issue in Rajya Sabha, the opposition had already walked out by them. And that's a point which has been raised by the BJP also, that you keep on talking about Manipur, but you don't bother to even be there inside the house when the Prime Minister refers to the situation in the state. PM made 2 big points. One, of course, is the fact that the people of Manipur are going to respond to the Congress by defeating them. And second, in the last couple of weeks and months, situation is slowly going back to normal in the state. There have been development projects which are taking place. There's more and more peace in the state. And, you know, it is just mere politics which is being done by the opposition parties as far as Manipur goes. I'm sure that by the end of the day today, when Rahul Gandhi wraps up his visit to Manipur, that's again going to be the point which is going to be made by the BJP.
Right. Also, Pallavi, briefly about Rahul Gandhi's itinerary, considering he is right now in Assam, he heads to Manipur from there. What is expected? How many places is he going to be visiting there?
Well, you've seen those pictures already. He just landed in Assam and he's going to visit the flood-affected areas. After that, 3 relief camps he's going to be visiting in Manipur. One of them, which is the most important really, is Churachandpur, because that's which has been the epicenter. After that, likely to meet the governor, also demand that the chief minister be dismissed. And finally, at 6:40 at the PCC office in Manipur. And the Congress party this time around is even more enthused because they've won 2 Lok Sabha seats from the state.
Right. Pallavi, request you to stay on with us. Let me also take this across to our colleague Sharon, who is standing by along with Congress leader Udit Raj. Sharon, over to you.
Well, that's right, Briha. I'm joined by Congress senior leader Mr. Udit Raj, sir. The question is that, the Prime Minister's silence is something that is questioned by the Congress when it comes to the Manipur issue. But the Prime Minister, while speaking in Rajya Sabha, said, let's not politicize the issue. We are trying to ensure that there is peace in the state.
How can be peace brought about when his people are fueling fire? Who doesn't know that it's RSS versus Christians? And that's why Modi is not going there. And Modi is very insensitive. And I haven't seen such a prime minister to be so insensitive. About 60,000 people were displaced, and still thousands of people are living in relief camps. And yet, Prime Minister says that don't politicize this. Visiting them and to know their plights and suffering is a politics. And it's a very shameful, what I say that. And Rahul ji is visiting today. This third time that he's not gone for any election.
So with
And
what message
see,
has
there are no election around the corner also. That message is that it's purely on humanitarian ground, that their suffering must be addressed. For this he has gone. Maybe the Prime Minister can be awakened from slumber that Manipur is also a state to which he is a Prime Minister. It's not that he is a Prime Minister, the rest of the country exclusive of Manipur.
All right. So you heard Mr. Udit Raj, in fact, saying that the message with which Rahul Gandhi has went to Manipur is on humanitarian ground, and the government is being insensitive towards the people of Manipur.
Right, Sharon, while you were speaking to senior leaders of the Congress party, I'd really like to understand this. Was this trip to Manipur and Assam pre-decided, or has it been deliberately done to coincide with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Moscow, to Russia after 5 years, to take the sheen off that trip?
Well, the timing could be something that, of course, it seems that it was decided last moment. But when we talk about the visit, of course, was very much planned. It was, in fact, after the election results, because remember, the outer parliamentary Manipur seat and the inner Manipur parliamentary seat, both seats have been won by Congress. And to thank the people of Manipur, it was pre-decided that there will, in fact, be a visit of Rahul Gandhi to thank the people of the state of the Manipur. But as far as, the timing is concerned, that is, of course, could be decided last moment. This could be, to dramatize the entire event, where Rahul Gandhi has decided that he will go when the Prime Minister is going to be out of India. And that's exactly the point that has been raised by the opposition party time and again, that why is it that the Prime Minister can't visit a state within his country, but he is out in different countries in the world. So that is something that has been questioned by the opposition party time and again. And probably the timing is something that was decided last moment.
Absolutely.
But the visit was something that was decided pre-planned. It was very much decided that after election, Rahul Gandhi will be visiting Manipur.
Right.